Course hereby now in session.
Plaintiff Gumball is suing the defendant for $7,000 because he says that the defendant has been trying to annihilate his bloodline and destroy his life. That's why he's suing. Defendant Rob says that he accepts his wrongdoing because Gumball accidentally exiled him to the void. Please be seated. Case number FC014 is now in session. Gumball says here that you're suing the defendant for, let's see, $7,000 for pain and suffering, past medical bills, and emotional distress. You say that the defendant, Rob, has been trying to annihilate your bloodline and destroy your life, and that's why you're suing. Rob, you say that you admit to your wrongdoings, and you said it's because Gumball accidentally exiled you to the void. Okay. Now, before we begin this case, Gumball, how did you two meet? Oh, Your Honor, it all started back at Elmore Junior High. He was just a totally normal background guy named Rob, maybe Rich, Ross. We honestly, nobody ever remembered his name. We weren't exactly best friends, but coexisted. You know. Then a bunch of crazy Elmore stuff happened. He got sucked into a void because the universe he thought he was a mistake, and suddenly he blames me for everything. I didn't mean to forget him, but now he's made it his life mission to ruin mine. Remind me of my last case. Okay. Since you told me about your case, we can begin. So, what's been going on with you two? Why are you suing? Alright, Your Honor. Brace yourself. Because the sheer amount of physiological and physical damage this guy caused me is mind-blowing. First of all, he tried to delete my entire family from existence using a universal remote control. I was literally pixelating into nothingness, which, let me tell you, is a terrible look for me. Then there was the time he tried to trap us in a fake sitcom world, and the time he hijacked a bus, and let's not forget the constant anonymous lurking. My medical bills are through the roof from all the times I'd had to run for my life, and my emotional distress is so bad that every time I hear a dramatic villain monologue, I start sweating bullets. I am an innocent blue cat, Your Honor, and this Cyclops has turned my life into a non-stop action movie that I never auditioned for. I rest my case. Since you rest your case, I will now go over to Rob. Rob, what is this with you annihilating his bloodline because he accidentally exiled you to the void? Your Honor, it happened because I was completely forgotten. In Elmore, if you deemed a mistake or irrelevant, the universe literally purges you into the void, a dimension of useless garbage. I was stuck there for months, mutating into this static, glitchy form. Why? Because he and his brother Darwin forgot I even existed. They didn't even notice I was gone. When they finally came to the void to rescue someone else, I managed to escape by holding onto their van. I didn't ask for any of this. My entire existence was erased because of his carelessness, which is why I sought revenge. Okay. So, do you have a picture of you when you used to look normal? Yeah. Have my old stuff right here. I'd like to see it. What the hell? This used to be you when... I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just saying, this was you back then? Yeah, that was me. That was my old self. Regular person until I got dropped to the void. And now I'm this. You look a lot better in that form. Anyways, but why you all gotta be all up on him? He said it was an accident. Accidents happen, right? An accident? What the hell do you mean it was an accident? He dropped me to the void. How the hell are you gonna call that an accident? Yell at me one more time. I'm sorry. Okay. Gumball, I have awakened your case. I heard that you have Darwin with you. Alright, can we bring him in, please? Before I ask you any questions, raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the only truth, and nothing but the truth in all matters in this court? Yes, Your Honor. You may lower your hand. State your name for the record. My name is Darwin Raglan Caspin. I have Poseidon Nicodemus Watterson III. That is a long ass name. Okay. Well, my parents couldn't agree on a name, so they just kept adding them. It makes filling out paperwork a total nightmare. What is your relationship to the plaintiff and the defendant? I am the adopted brother and best friend of the plaintiff, Gumball Watterson. And as for the defendant, well, I guess he's our officially designated nemesis. But before that, he was just that guy who lived down the street whose name always started with an R. Okay. You told us what happened. Alright, Your Honor. I'm here to confirm that Rob has been totally out of line. Sure, we forgot him and that was bad, but he tried to trap our whole family in a trash disposal system. He also bought a universal remote from a mysterious van just to pause us, mute us, and fast forward our lives against our will. Gumball might be annoying, but he doesn't deserve to be erased by a giant remote control. Rob needs to find a healthier hobby than revenge. Yeah, tell that to your brother, looking like a blue tater tot. Gumball, do you have any... Okay, so do you have any evidence of Rob trying to, annihilate your bloodline? Yes, Your Honor. May I please see it? Well, I don't have it in hand right now. Why not? Well, you see, Your Honor, the thing is, my evidence was completely destroyed. When he used that universal remote to fast forward and rewind time, the physical photos I took turned into static, and the videotapes literally melted into a puddle of plastic. It's not my fault that the defendant's weapons violate the laws of physics. Okay. Since you don't have evidence, I'm afraid I'm gonna have to rule against you. What? You do not have proof that he did it. No, you do not have proof that he annihilated your bloodline now, did he? You try to annihilate your bloodline? He probably did. But if I don't have proof, you do not pass go, you do not collect $15,000. Your matter is dismissed. It's closed.
Objection, Your Honor.
That girl just busted in like this was Ace Attorney.
Yeah, I know. My bad for the interruption, but
I'm sorry. Is that my brother's left the evidence at home? I do have the evidence of him trying to ruin their lives. If you would like to see it, let me see this. I'm sorry. Sometimes I gotta use these glasses when I'm trying to look at stuff correctly. But am I seeing what I think I'm seeing? Rob, hold up. This is what was this one like? What did you make Gumball push Penny? What the heck? Okay. Oh my God. You turned Nicole and Richard into babies. You're actually insane. You're actually insane. What else did you do? Hold up. I saw 2 more pictures and wait a second. Bro, what happened to her arm? And in this picture, her arm isn't even visible anymore. Is this supposed to be when you try to make her disappear? Like vanish from existence? Nah, bro, you more than a villain. You're a super villain. What the hell is wrong with you? You get exiled to the void, and this is what you get accidentally sent to the void, and you just decide to torture his family in the worst possible way. What the hell is wrong with you? You know what? I see how it is now. Alright, y'all, I'm not gonna waste y'all time while saying rada. So I'm just gonna skip to the final verdict. Anais, today you have made your brothers proud. $7,000. Let me do that again. $7,000.